Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We'll get right back into it with Equilinox. It's been a while since we last played. We were on Verbum Dictum 2, and here we are. You'll recall, I'm just getting myself reoriented with the controls as it's been about maybe a bit over a week and a half. You can see we have sheep. We should have some chickens. There's one. If I can recall how to actually move. There we go. And let's see what's on tap for us. So I consider a win condition in this game. There's no real win or lose condition. It's really just a big sandbox. I consider winning to essentially be getting all of these various essentially tasks completed. You can see we're at 8 out of 60, so still a way to go. You'll see we have chicken farm. Create a sustainable area for chickens to live in, where they have enough food to survive and are satisfied with their environment. Then you can add your first chickens to the world. So we already have that. I think we might not have claimed that. Let's look at diversify. You can now start to breed more and more species from the current plants and animals that you have in the world. Use the evolution system to unlock some new species and add more diversity into the world. If you're not sure what to evolve, click the Stats and Info tab in the toolbar for some inspiration. So it wants us to evolve the buttercup species. So let's start with that. So we'll need to find one of our flowers. Here's one. It's a daisy. Just zoom in on it. So this one's pretty close to death, so... Nope, and that one just died. How about this one? And let's see. There's buttercup, so let's see what we need for it. A group of small yellow flowers that grow in woodland biomes, enjoyed by many insects, but some animals also appreciate the extra splash of color in their habitats. So, category flowers, small plants, plants spreads in the woodland, or it spreads the woodland biome, which is slightly different. It prefers below 55 meters for the altitude. Suitable is barren land, grassland, forest, lush wood. Okay. So let's take a look here. We do have rocks unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and type in, oops, there we are. Okay. I see, so there we go. We need this to have the color trait of yellow and have at least 85% satisfaction. So let's go ahead and start selectively breeding this. For yellow, which is going to cost 1.6 or 1.7 thousand point or 1.7k points. We'll need to do this for a couple of them. There we go. And sometimes it's cheaper if the actual shade of the flower is closer to what you're trying to selectively breed it to. Let's just accelerate time a bit. And you can see I'm not really concerned at this point of spreading this biome everywhere. We'll get to that, essentially. Now is a good time to think about where we want to put that woodland biome. I'm thinking, looking at the altitude, perhaps somewhere around here. Yep, and that's our first yellow one. Or there's another one there, but now we can start evolving a buttercup. So this will be us spreading a new biome, essentially. There we go. You can see we have a buttercup. Let's zoom out, and we're going to place it I want to keep the biome relatively low, but not super low. I'm cut between this part or perhaps this area, though there may be a specific use for this water later, so I'm going to put it right here. You can see it's starting to very just slowly change the surrounding area. You can see it already starting to accelerate. Okay, that's a good start for a woodland biome there. Let's see what else we can do. So another species of plants. Let's take a look at these daisies, or buttercups rather. We can get snapdragons or poppies out of them. So we would need 3 small herbivores nearby, or the color trait purple. Let's see what that spreads. That also spreads the woodland biome, and that doesn't really seem to have... Oh, it does prefer below 30 meters. So this would be a good area for us. If we look at the altitude, yeah, very low. So that's a good idea. Maybe we'll focus on that. So we'll need purple and then some animals. Let's just look at our friend, the sheep. We'll put down a little bit of grass. Sometimes you can just mix the biomes like this. I'll show you if I select, you'll see it's not exclusive. So we could have something that's really heavily woodland and pretty heavily grassland. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for here. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait for us to get some sheep. There we go. Oh, and let's see what the sheep wants. It likes having trees nearby. So you can see this all meshes together and it creates these complex ecosystems where you have to satisfy a lot of different values. So ideally, we want to look for something that's going to spread to woodland. Since we're focusing this area to be a woodland, I want something like an elm tree, sycamore, to be there. So let's see, we need that as a base from the oak. So let's see if we can get the elm tree. It's birch, here's an oak. To get elm, we need the biome to be at least 30% woodland. So what we'll do is we'll be strategic about this. There aren't a lot of oaks over here, so let's see what the oak tree needs first. So all it needs is below 40 meters. And this one actually doesn't even spread anything, so that's actually good for our needs. So we just planted one. And we're essentially going to focus this as our starting point for elms. What I will do, since there is a tree there now, is we can think about putting down some sheep. There is at least one of the liked species. So we're going to focus on 2 plants now. I'm just accelerating time a bit. So for elm tree, we're going to need a bit more of the woodland biome. We're only hitting like 23% there. So let's first put down some more buttercups. We might also want to put down some more grass just for the sheep. Okay, and let's check the biome. We're getting there. 30s for both. I might be wrong, and it might be exclusive that you can't get more than 100 total cumulative. I'm not sure. We'll kind of just see as we go along. Actually, let's look at the help. Oh, and we did get the cashing in task there. So earn over 500 diversity points per minute. Perfect. Now we've unlocked brown stones, a new kind of stone. Let's get stoned. Okay. Okay. So here's our tree. We'll start accelerating this towards an elm tree. Now, if I look back at elm, I'll just type it in. Here we go. I just want to make sure on something. I suppose we'll see it once it grows. I was essentially just wanting to check whether it would spread to the woodland biome. I'm just accelerating time right now. We're also accumulating some nice diversity points. And someone's starving. This chicken is starving because it does not seem to be able to get enough wheat. So let's solve that. 2 animals are starving. Let's just grow some new wheat for our chicken friends. Accelerate time a little bit, see if that helps. Who else is starving? Well, that chicken's just too high up. Oh, and that oak tree died just due to natural processes. Let's find... Oops. Let's find another one. And we'll continue evolving this one. Oops. And now we can get the diversify rewards. And now we have more tasks. And now we can grow rosemary. Let's take a look at rosemary. This spreads the forest biome. Rosemary is the most basic forest plant in Equilinox and can be used to start creating a forest ecosystem. This fragrant herb grows best when surrounded by trees. And while it prefers fertile areas, it is also able to grow in barren land. It cannot grow too close to water, however. So this water area won't be good for that. So what we can think about is perhaps spreading the forest biome over here. Just because there's that little bit of water here, but this provides some nice area for us to do that in. That's what's fun about these dynamically created worlds, is you get to really expand out in different ways in each one. I'm going to put this elm right here, right in the middle. We can see that this spreads woodland. It likes below 65 meters. I'm going to just put down a couple more of those just so we can spread this biome a little bit more. So the suitable biome meter is low, but it also spreads the same biome. I'll also spread a little bit over in this area. Okay. Now let's think about starting forest. So we'll need rosemary for that. and it likes between 15 and 55. So this hilly expanse right here might work well. Thinking right along in here for right now. Let's just look at the altitude there, and even this ridge here is pretty low compared to what's up there, so we could actually think about spreading right along there. And let's see, what does it like nearby? It likes having trees nearby. So what I'll do first, this is going to be a little backwards, is I'm going to put a tree down right here at the very edge of this grassland. I'll also put one right here, and then we're going to start spreading along this area. You'll see our diversity points up there are slowly accumulating. Someone's starving, that's a chicken, but there's a lot of wheat nearby. I mean, you can lead I was going to say a horse to wheat, but that would butcher that metaphor. I meant to say a horse to water. Okay, let's start putting down some rosemary. We can also start thinking about a forest tree as well. So if we look at this, we can also grow apple trees now. Let's just see what that would entail. So apple trees don't spread anything, so it can grow, or actually it says it's a forest tree, so it grows best in the forest, but also able to grow in woodland areas. So let's think about doing that first. So we'll start growing the apple tree, and it needs at least 10% forest. So I'll accelerate time just a bit until we get up to 3,500 points. Now I'm focusing heavily on plants right now. We'll soon switch back over to expanding out our fauna. Okay, let's start evolving this. And speaking of, let's take a look at the tasks for fauna right now. We don't seem to have much. But let's see what we can evolve with what we have right now. So if we look at our sheep, we could get wild boar, deer, and goat. What does wild boar need? We need the biome to be not grassland. If we look at chickens, you can do sparrows or ducks. Sparrows needs barley and at least 30% woodland. Duck needs a water lily nearby. So what we'll do is, I think I'm going to requisition a sheep. I'm going to take control of it. And this one's going to die soon. We're going to take this sheep over this way. We'll take this one, and we can't make it do what we want just yet. Let's just try putting sheep down. And we'll still need the fallen fruits first, so we'll need to wait just a little bit. The fallen fruits will come from the apple tree. And there's the apple tree. Not just yet. Put down just a little bit of grass for this dude. Oh, he figured it out. Let's just look at the biometer. Yeah, we're hitting the 40s for forest. I'm just waiting for that one tree to grow. And a chicken has caught a disease. Hooray. There don't seem to be a lot of chickens in this area, so we'll put down some more. Oh, and what don't they like? They don't like trees, that's why. I'm gonna remove maybe this one birch tree. And then let's consider putting down some more chickens. Still doesn't like. Remove one more. Okay. Put down some more rosemary. Also just look at what spreads that forest biome. Sage. We can get from rosemary. Put down a little bit more. We can get sage by having some stones nearby along with forest trees. Just putting some stones down. Put down a couple of sheep up there. You can see we've hit day 10. I'm going to say let's stop here for right now. We're working on the forest biome. We also have a nice little woodland going on over there as well. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.